welcome to my YouTube channel. No, hello everybody. Yeah, the upbeat. Hello everybody. Welcome to Mario's Identity YouTube channel, where I'm going to talk about the aspect of my young age, and look at the gorgeous surroundings of Newcastle West. Absolutely smashing area. I love this place, you know. This is just gorgeous. Freaking gorgeous. Yeah. And it's very clear today, even though there are clouds. Anyway, so don't deviate from the plan. Anyway, be upbeat. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Yo, and welcome to Mario's Identity, Mario's Series YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching and for following me and for your subscriptions and thumbs up and messages. It's been greatly appreciated, and please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. This will help me to grow the channel. Look at this behind. This is just amazing, and I told you that I will go to different places, okay? We'll go to different places, so it's, there's a little bit of, upbeat aspect of everything. So beautiful area. I come here often with Ella for walks, often, once every year, because I have no time. No, but we do come here at times for a walk with the dog, and it's just superb, superb. So clear. Anyway, so in this program, I want to talk about and race through my young age life, how it was, and talk about my parents a little bit, and talk about other aspects. And I want to race through until I graduated at school, my first job, my other jobs, and up until I met my amazing wife Ella. She's just amazing. So I want to talk about that, and then race through up until the decision has been made to emigrate. Now, we don't know where, but to emigrate. Okay, so many different countries were in play, many different steps were taken, but look, I will talk to you about this when I get back home, because it's cloudy and I'd say it will start raining soon. See you very soon. Look at this, the sun came out and all this gorgeous view. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. Hi guys, so I know I said I'm going to go back home and record video, but many days later I'm in the car thinking, let's do this now, let's record video now. You know who's singing the song, guys? Who's singing the song? You're not going to believe it. It's Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is an actor, not a singer. But no, he did record this song some time ago, long time ago. Anyway, guys, let's come back to Mario's Identity. And you know what? I actually want to race through the whole aspect of growing and so on, very quick. And I start with my parents. Both of them were working very hard in their lives. My mother was a HR generalist in Fiat factory. She was looking after the payroll as well. There was like, I don't know, 9,000 people working over there. So, she was busy, but at the same time, she was absolutely unbelievably supported by people. Why? Because her nature, her outgoing approach, her attitude towards life, her happiness was just infectious, you know, and everyone could say this, you know. She's just a very, very special person. She's a very special person as well in my heart, you know. She's this type of person, a raw model for me, you know. She's everything to me, everything to me. And then my father, he used to work for multiple different companies as a driver. He was driving trucks, vans, and so on, you name it. You know, he was as well dropping people from work to work, and you know, or to job and from job. Yeah, he was doing that for his whole life, you know. But unfortunately, you know, this family was great, but you know, we had obviously a lot of issues, you know, surrounded by, you know, by my father's habits, you know, which you can imagine weren't good for the family, you know. But listen, I'm not going to talk about it because, look, it's a little bit personal, and yeah, it's not something that I want to talk about, you know. I did initially wanted to, you know, to talk about this, but then, you know, after consultation and after recording few videos, I said no, I'm not going to bring this because it's some sort of negative, you know. In this whole positive approach of my mother and like how she was and how much she took on her shoulders, and how much damage from the other side went on her and on us. I still don't know how she took it. How come? How was it possible, you know? But anyway, you know, I want this story to be very, very positive, and that's why I'm going to race through this, you know. I've been always, you know, boy full of beans, you know. I loved life, I loved happiness, you know, I wasn't easy sometimes, you know. I felt like my parents had to have, you know, eyes around their heads to monitor me, you know. But listen, I was happy, you know. I was happy boy in my young age, and I've done many, many things, you know, with friends. We, as I explained in the last part, in the first part of Mario's identity, you know, we didn't have computers, we didn't have, you know, PlayStations and other Xboxes, but what we had each other, and we spent most of the time outside, you know, playing and doing different aspects, you know, from playing hide and seek, as I explained, to even pouring out water in winter, pouring out water outside, okay, and creating an ice rink, okay, and playing games, you know, in -20, you know. So we've done everything, and it was beautiful times, okay. But as well as this, you know, I've been involved, as I said, in hockey, in ice hockey, and I had to do trainings and so on. There was little support really for me back then, and that's why maybe I left the whole game of ice hockey. But I was good, and I felt that, now I feel that, you know, if I only progress that, you know, I would be very, very good player. And even when I decided not to go for training, I remember my coach used to come to my house and beg my parents to send me for training because I was good, you know. And he was very good coach, you know. He really cared about his students, you know. So anyway, after graduating my primary school, I went to do, and that was 8 classes. I went to do more of a craft, which was panel beating. So I've done 3 years of that, and they happened to be Fiat. The association was with Fiat Factory. That school was associated with Fiat Factory. So I've done that in Fiat kind of associated school for 3 years and graduated then, got my certifications and so on. After the school, after graduation, I went straight to work in Fiat factory where my mother was in as HR. So instead of going to work online, I went to work in the kind of end line where cars were already assembled, and as I had panel beating skills, I was given a hammer, a special hammer with a tip kind of nozzle, and that had to be polished completely, to mirror nearly like style, okay? And basically the cars, assembled cars, were coming in. They had all this wrapping around the body, which was the clean film, which you probably all know. When you tear the clean film off a metal piece, okay, it becomes so electrifying, that I hate it every moment, because I was getting electrocuted, by that, but anyway, I've done this for a year and 3 months, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the whole factory scenario where so many people come at the same time. They come out, buses, cars, and so on. They clock in at the same time. You go for lunch with them at the same time. You go nearly like for smoke at the same time. I just didn't like the freedom of movement, So I left after a year and 3 months, and I went to work. In a shopping center as a sales counter sales person, okay, and I was selling Dallas jeans. That was the brand, Dallas jeans. Yeah, they were quite cool, and they had t-shirts and jackets and everything, and the people that owned that shop had a kind of side business as well. It happened that they were producing their own jeans clothing with their own brand imprinted, on the leg. I remember left leg. And and I was going around to different shops around the country. It wasn't only region, but country. So, and the country is big, Poland is big. So I had a lot of travel to do every day, so that was very, very interesting, okay? And then somehow I ended up doing some restaurant and functions in nearby restaurant just across from ice rink. I think I showed you this in the previous videos. And I started working over there as a waiter, and it was great. I was so good. Oh my god, I was just amazing. But anyway, I was doing that for a while, and then the next thing, I met my lovely wife in there, okay, who was coming, for parties and so on. So yeah, I remember I saw her and I was just blown away, I was like, you're mine. But anyway, no, it wasn't like that. But we got together, and that was really happy moments. Coming to work was such a joy, because I knew that I'm going to meet her today over there, in the evening. So you see that restaurant that I've been working at 9 p.m. used to become really a disco, and we were partying until 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. It was unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable, guys.
Can't think, can't sleep.
Yeah.
Everything getting harder to find. Everybody jumping out of their mind. Everybody going out of their skin. see we get to the end, but that's where we begin. You feel it? Mannequins and we breaking the mold, breaking out and we breaking the codes. Similar to the
I just love great beats, and this is one of them. Amazing. Now guys, I had to stop for this program due to the fact that I want them parts to be no longer than maybe 10-15 minutes. Now there is one that I recorded and it's 23 minutes, I think, so please bear with me until I kind of fine-tune the whole lot, okay? So it's easy to watch and it's not too long. But as I said, after all of this, this program and next program, I'll start to do kind of more in the field, you know. So there will be different videos from different places. I'll show you what I mean. It should be good, you know, because I want to make sure that you have pleasure of watching this, not only, you know, listening, okay, but watching it, okay. That's the goal I will try to get to. So again, want to really thank you for all the support, for all the likes, for all the subscriptions, and I encourage you to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. It's important for me that I grow this channel, and if you could really assist me with that will be absolutely amazing. And you know, I thank you all a lot for everything you do and all the support we get from you. Thank you ever so much, and I'll see you again very soon. Oh, by the way, I may do small clips or shorts, as they call it, okay? I may put in shorts into the YouTube channel, maybe some funny shorts or something like that, okay? So please watch the space, and see you for now.
How many of them could've did it with finesse? Now everybody like she really is the best. You played checkers, couldn't beat me playing chess. Now I'm about to turn around and beat my chest.
Talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that make me. Let's talk.
2 hours later.
Touchdown,
Let me throw it up like a pro. I ride the beat like a bicycle, icicle. Ooh, 6'4", half a second cringe.
it's on the edge of control. They take our money, but they won't take our soul. Fuck that, ain't gon' do it no more. Won't do it.